Welcome back to Tugs Rugs. This is Travis here. So today we are doing a tufting class, virtual tufting class. I kind of wanted to do a live tufting virtual class so everyone can kind of see how these classes are ran. So we have Akaija here today, and she's working on one of the characters from Paw Patrol. So basically, I'm gonna be asking her some questions. She's gonna be asking me some questions, and we're gonna learn together as we go. So Akaija has her. She has her stuff going. I'm gonna bring Akaija on right now. Here's Akaija here. And what colors are we using today?
We're going to be using red, black, yellow, and white.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Akaja said she worked on a rug before, her very first one. Took about 3 hours. So she's gonna get pretty good. She's gonna be knocking these things out in, 45 minutes to an hour and a half. So what's the first so when doing this Paw Patrol right here, what's the first thing you're gonna do when you start doing it? Are you gonna do you usually do the outline, or do you come in and like start trying to knock out the colors?
I usually do the outline first to get a feel
Yeah.
for how I'm going to
Yeah,
start.
see, that's easier for me to go ahead and knock those outlines first. Knock them on out. Cause what's the outside? Is it black?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So that's what we'll do. We'll start going on with the outlines and start tufting, and then I'll kind of critique you as you go.
hmm
You know, so we can kind of figure this out. It kind of looked like, I know you said you went and got the burlap. It kind of looked like it looked like the same color I have. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Mine look.
when I went to
I don't know why mine
highlight,
looks so light in my maybe because
yeah,
I
I
got
think this
my
is the
my light
darker
on,
one.
but yours look more like that beige type color. Is it beige or is it more like a reddish orange?
It's like I would say like a brown.
Oh, it's more like a brown. Okay, so you did get the
Yeah.
darker one, which I think is fine. Burlaps come in different types of color. Let me see what color this one is. This is yep. So that what was it? Oscar or oyster? I think it was oyster that you showed me earlier. Yeah, that's the one that I dislike. Yeah, the oyster is what I dislike. I have a bunch of that oyster that I bought from Joanne's a while ago. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking
That's
about.
why Joanne's only had that oyster.
Yep, and that's the one that, like, if I was to put that on my frame right now and start tufting, I won't be able to do the whole thing because it's gonna put a hole in it. So that's why I kind of like don't recommend the oyster. I mean, maybe it worked
hmm
for others, but yeah, that thing there. Everyone that hit me up about burlap, they usually have the oysters, and the problem that they have is the holes. So that's why I just kind of like recommend not to use that. And which one you have? Which burlap did you have?
I have the with the blue.
No, the
blue.
burlap.
I don't. I don't
I
know
forgot.
which brand. I
Yeah, I
had got it
forgot
off of
which burlap it.
Amazon like a while ago.
Oh, that no, that burlap right there. That's on your frame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah, but that's like a dark. I think it's a little bit darker than the natural, so I think you should be good. And which gun you have? You got that. Oh, okay, you got that one. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, you probably
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, it's the one that I kind of like dislike, but I'm
can.
gonna figure out how to use it. Yeah, mine is still in the box, brand new. I took it out and used it in one of my lives, and it started putting hole in my stuff, so I just stopped
Yeah,
using it.
it does puts a lot of holes in them.
Yeah, so I think it's a way you're supposed to adjust it, but I haven't looked up a video on adjusting those because you know I have a lot of guns, so I you know just don't use that one at all. All right, so let's figure this out. Let's get it going. And you pushing in, right? You pushing in with a nice little force, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
down like that.
Yeah, you'll go down like that.
That's what I messed up at. See?
Yeah, okay. So in that spot there, what I do, I take that yarn out in that little spot. And the spot where you missed that line at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just pull that out with your hand. Yeah. Because we want to make sure we're on that line, because when it's time to put the color in the dog's face, then it's gonna be kind of off. It's not gonna be straight. Try to I mean, I don't know if it feel right the way you're doing it. Like, let me grab my gun real quick. So it looked like you holding it like, you kind of got your handle way up here. Maybe if you
Mm-hmm.
just keep your handle at the bottom, and you just basically just turning the gun.
Okay. So I'll be
Yep.
turning this instead of the gun.
Yeah, don't move the handle. You just moving. Yeah, but you keep the handle down. Nope, put the yeah. Yeah, you'll turn the gun. So what you'll probably do, have to stand up, maybe stand up and put your body in the position so it can go down. Yeah, because sometimes you'll have to just stand up and. All right, do more tapping than just going full throttle. So it looked like it's more comfortable for you to hold your handle at the top, but I'm not sure if that's gonna give you more like like keeping your gun steady versus putting it down. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna thread my gun real quick so I
Mm-hmm.
can kind of show you what I'm talking about, and then maybe we can kind of like change the way you hold your gun. Cause that could be a reason why too, because you got to make sure your gun is always in your burlap or in your cloth, whatever cloth you have, and you pushing in, because as soon as you don't put that pressure on and you start tufting,
Mm-hmm.
those scissors are gonna start cutting the burlap or your cloth, whatever cloth you use. What you got? You a puppy? I heard a puppy in the background earlier.
Yeah.
What kind of puppy y'all got?
It's a American Bulldog.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you probably trying to. I know you probably struggling trying to get that thread in there. But I'm gonna show you real quick what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this is how you holding your gun. You holding your gun with the not with your handle way at the top. You don't want to do it that way. You kind of want to just hold it straight in like this here, and then when you come, well, hold on, oh, there we go. Just so you can kind of push in with that hand right there. Cause this hand right here is to kind of move your gun so it can go on the curves. So even when I'm coming down like this here, I'm pushing in, and basically, my handle is still down here. But I think you kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just comfortable for you to do it that way. I mean, it probably can work, but I just don't know if it's letting you keeping that pressure in there now. Yeah, keep it down. Yeah, either down or to the side like that. And then I don't know how much black you need in that line though. You probably only want to do two, cause that might be way too thick. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So usually when I'm coming around the lines, I give it maybe like one or two passes. Yeah, three. Yeah, when you're doing like three or four, It's gonna make it real thick on the other side. How you feeding your yarn out of your yarn thing? Are
So
you pulling out the middle?
yeah, it's pulling out the middle,
Okay.
but I got some that's like on the ground.
Okay. Okay. And do you have one on? Do you have one opposite side of you, or
Yeah,
you
I
got them
just
in the
separated
same
it now,
spot?
but at first I didn't.
Okay.
Would it be better if I just do one since it's thinner?
Yeah, you could do one. You just tap it all the way around. So how does that feel? Does it feel loose or is it in there?
It's a, I guess it's loose. That's why it's not.
No, I'm saying your thread, your yarn that's inside the burlap now. When
It's
you just
loose.
when you touch it, does it feel tight or loose? Because it's supposed to feel like it's tight inside the burlap. It shouldn't feel like you about to just rub and it's gonna fall out.
Nah, it's loose.
It feel like it's gonna fall out.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, because you need to. I think it's like I said. I think it's the way you holding your. You need to grab the handle. You need to like grab the handle. I think you just holding the handle like so. You need to grab the handle so you can push it in.
So like this,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then
You need to grab it like that. Yeah.
okay.
You can have control of the gun. You can push it in because I think when you're holding it like this, I don't
Yeah,
think you.
I hold it just like this with
Yeah,
this.
I don't think you putting enough pressure inside that burlap to so those scissors won't hit that burlap and create those holes. Go from make sure you go from down to up.
Okay.
So like on that ear, you should have went down to up.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't really control it trying to go up to down.
And so say like I have rips in them. How would I fix that?
You got rips in it now?
No, it's holes right there.
So you got holes in it right now?
Mhm.
Yeah, that could be the way because you went from up to down. And so basically what happens is your gun, it has to be so basically your gun has to be going in at the whole time. When you was coming down, you was it was more in the angle. So what happens is that those scissors come out and they're gonna start cutting it as you go down. So that's gonna create those holes. So basically you have to be going straight in. Even when you turn it, your gun have to be basically parallel. So you don't want your gun to be going down like that, or those scissors gonna come out and it's gonna cut that burlap and put those holes in it. So usually when I feel like I'm getting a hole, I kind of like leave that part alone and kind of come back to it, and then kind of don't push in so hard in that spot, or that hole is gonna get bigger. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you need to sit down and do it?
Oh no, I think I need to stand up because if I sit down and do it, then
Yeah, because you want to be at the level of that, so you won't be bending over. You know what I mean? Because you kind of wanted to go, you wanted to go straight in, so you can have more control. Yeah, just make sure you don't got your knee on your yarn. It's gonna come out.
Yeah, they've been coming out last time.
Yeah, because either you're stepping on it or yeah, they used to happen to me all the time. So what's happening now? You doing it again with your with your handle. You don't want to move with you don't want to move your handle with the gun. The only thing that's turning the gun is the actual gun. The handle is just keeping the gun, going straight in. So with the hat and stuff, you don't have to put a black line around those.
Oh, say it one more time.
On the hat, you don't have to put the black around the hat or around the
Oh no,
eyes.
those are red. So
On
this
the
whole part is gonna be red. I can show you the picture.
Yeah, I know, but you know how you look at a coloring book.
Mhm.
Your coloring book comes with straight black lines, and then you color it
Okay.
in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But is that how the picture is though? If the picture not like that, we just gonna do. Let's see what the picture look like. Because you got to remember, if that whole hat is red, you won't have no separation to
No.
show which part is which. Yeah, so you want to do exactly what you see. So you see a black outline. You want to outline the whole thing black, whatever you see that's black. So then you can come back in. So like the bottom of his hat, the little brim, that's right. Yeah. So you got the brim that's red, and then you got that little middle piece with the where they got the little paw print is red. If you wouldn't have put a black right there, and then it's just gonna be one little red thing. You won't be able to separate it. Almost basically just how your drawing is. It's all black. You drew it in black, so you want to trace it in black, and you want to come back and put the colors in, so you can continue to have a separation of different parts of that hat. All right, so stop right there. If it's better for you to go back the other way, do it that way. You get what I'm saying? So if it don't feel right, you trying to turn and your arm is all twisted. Stop right there and then start coming back the other way, so you could just meet. Yeah, like that. See, that's the good thing about a cut power gun. If you was using a loop power gun, you won't be able to take it out. You would have had to cut the yarn and then go to another section. But the cut power, you can take it out, and then you can, if you feel like it's twisting your arm, then you'll stop and you'll go the other direction so you can meet.
So anytime I feel so say like if this I can take all this out and restart it again.
If no, what I'm saying is, what you mean?
So where well yeah, so say like I said if I mess up and I can restart it again, that would that put like any big old holes or tears in it?
Yeah, you'll probably start creating the holes because you already kind of like opened that spot
Mhm.
by putting yarn in it. So yeah, I won't take the whole thing out. Sometimes you will have to do that. Like, say for instance, you put the wrong color in the bottom of the brim of that hat, and it's supposed to have been blue, but you had on started with red. Sometimes you can take all that red out. Because I do it all the time. Well, not all the time, but I do it sometimes, and I'm able to take that color out and then come back and put another color in. So you should be good as long as you don't feel like you have a big hole in that spot already. So how's that feeling? Is it good? It's not putting no holes in it right now, right?
No, it just put one like when I stopped from where I left off, it just put a hole right there.
Oh, okay. No, no, that's just it's gonna be like that. No, that's
But
that's
other
fine.
than that,
Yeah,
that's
long as it's not putting like a hole that you can't retuft in that spot, you'll be
mm-hmm.
good. So what's that awkward going that way at the top? You see how
Okay.
you just said how you just had your arm all bent up trying to go back the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you can stop right there and then come back on the other side of the hat, and then come up into a meet. So you don't have to try to like
Do all the
go all the way around. Yeah, you can kind of stop. Yeah, and then come back the other way. Whatever feels comfortable for you, because you don't want your arm all bent up and then you know you're not your line's not straight. So I know for sure you probably need to practice on more holding your handle and stop like moving your actual handle as you turning the gun. I know it's like kind of like a habit,
yeah.
but it's like yeah, you got to kind of like make sure your gun is more down
Mm-hmm.
and let that right hand turn the gun. Yeah, that's something that has just come with time. So when you tufting, you got to make sure you can see the line that you tufting. Cause now it look like you off the line on the top of his little thing, right?
Right here.
Yeah, are you on the line right there?
It's probably because right here I wasn't on the line.
Oh, okay. So it kind of look like as you tufting too, you pushing as you like don't like you're just pushing one time and you just hold it in there and you'll start tufting. It looked like you got it in, but every time you hit the trigger, you pushing in hard, like pushing in hard. Is that what I see or what
Yeah.
I'm seeing? Yeah. So make sure you don't like you'll just push it in. You just
Mm-hmm.
hold it in there. You hold it in there for with a little force, and then you'll just start tufting. Don't push in like like you're pushing somebody. Don't like push, like keep pushing the gun itself.
Don't say like.
Yeah, so you'll do it like that. Yeah, because it kind of looked like you was like, I mean, from my end, it kind of like you was like,
Yeah, I was
push.
doing like this.
Yeah, yeah, don't do it like that. Yeah, there you go. I thought that's what I seen, but I ain't want to be wrong. Why are we putting more yarn right there?
It's another part of it.
Oh, okay, okay, I got you.
It's this is gonna be the red part, and this outline right here is gonna be gray.
Okay, so like when we doing that, we got to make sure we put one line around the outside and then around
Mm-hmm.
the other part because it's kind of hard. Now it's gonna be hard to put red in that spot because that black is close. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or is you going around the paw print? So you say there's a whole nother line that's going around that paw print.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was only doing one line because this is the
Cause it's kind of thin.
yes, sir.
Okay. So go over it twice though,
Okay.
so it could be more thicker. Cause once you start putting that red in there, You ain't even gonna see that black no more because it's gonna be too thin. See, and as you tough, you'll kind of like figure out stuff like that. Like, hey, I might not want to use 2 yards on this because this line is too thin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's just something that you'll learn as you go. That'll be your preference to do it that way.
I'll have to get scissors to cut these, right?
Yeah, you can either cut them or pull them out if you can pull them out. Yeah, because it's usually already kind of cut. That's just a little part that when you kind of start and all that yarn be coming out of the top of your gun, and then when you tough it, basically just cut it, and then that long piece is just sitting there.
See, I
Yes.
always thought once you take it out, that it makes the rug unravel.
You say what now?
I thought when you like take this part out, I thought it makes like the rug. It starts to make the rug unravel.
Oh, no. Cause that part is already kind of cut because that's just the part that when you first start going,
Mhm.
and that long piece. Remember how you keep like pulling your yarn back into your gun?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's that part. So that long piece that's hanging, when you start toughing, it cuts it. So that's what be hanging out. So you'd be fine to just pull those little pieces off. Don't look bad.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, how I feel on the other side?
I could turn. I think I could turn it around.
Man, you
You
can
right.
feel it. You don't have to turn around. Cause I won't be able to tell anyway. Cause it's not complete. It's just gonna be
Yeah,
black. But how does it feel though? Does it feel like?
it feels fuzzy, like a like a how like a fluffy bath mat.
Yeah. Okay.
That what it feels like.
Okay. All right. Good. But it's not falling apart as you touching it, right?
It is.
They all falling out.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Well, it's just certain pieces, I guess, like this part and like this part.
Okay.
Like maybe
Okay.
up here.
You should be fine. Yeah, you should be fine.
And then once I get done, just like put the backing on it. Because I know the last one, I didn't put it on there. And I just cut it out and then like fold it over.
Yeah, you want to glue it before you cut it out. Because when you have it already on your burlap stretched out,
Mm-hmm.
if you glue it, and then it'll keep its shape. But if you take it off without gluing it and then try to glue it, then it's gonna be kind of folded, like you said, and then that shape not gonna be there.
Right.
Cause you got carpet glue or adhesive.
I haven't even gotten none of that yet because I
Right,
haven't even just
you're still
finished a
practicing.
whole road. So I was just
Okay.
trying to get the feel of it before I go buy some.
Right. So Home Depot, I usually go to Home Depot to grab some. I just put a link on my videos
Mm-hmm.
just for those who don't want to go to the store and grab them. They can just order it because a lot of people just like to order it. But Home Depot usually has it. That's where I get it from. Um, I can see you. I mean, it's the same thing that's in the link, but I can still send you like a picture of it, so you can kind of see what it look like. They got a bigger tub of it, or you can get like a small one just to kind of like start off and see, if this kind of like what you want to do.
And it takes about like 24 hours for it to set.
Yeah, that one does. I got some other glue, but I got that from an actual carpet place, and that one probably dry in like 5 hours. But the one you'll get from Home Depot, yeah, you need to just let it dry overnight and then get to it the next day. So like when you work on that right there, on that project, like what you doing now, what
Mm-hmm.
you would have done was so you won't waste up a lot of burlap.
Mm-hmm.
You won't put it directly in the middle.
Okay.
You'll put it like in the corner. So
Probably,
like, hmm,
mostly probably like up here somewhere.
in the corner, but not on your the wood part.
So say like right here.
Yeah,
Or,
you would have put it like over there. So then you would have
oh,
had more space to add more designs.
right.
So then you can almost get so like mine. Let me put it on mine. So mine is like yeah, I mean kind of ours kind of look like the same for some reason. I don't know why. So mine. So I got my Tugs rugs logo on here, but see at the bottom, I still got space. I can
Yeah.
still put a whole nother rug down there. So if I had the Paw Patrol, I would have put the Paw Patrol right off on here, but I would have kind of like, left some space so it won't hit that wood, because you don't want your gun to hit that wood.
Yeah.
So I would put the Paw Patrol right here, and then that would have left me with, I would have been able to put a design right here, and maybe a shoe down there, something that's like a square shape. So yeah, you never want to put it directly in the middle. You want to, because you don't want to waste up material.
Yeah,
So you
because
want
I
to make,
was a lot of.
yeah, you want to throw it like in a corner or something like that. Even when you practicing, because then you can put different designs on there to practice. Or if you have an order from somebody, it's like if somebody ordered that Paw Patrol from you, and then you felt like you didn't do it good. Now you can draw another one in another spot and do it versus, you just wasted the
I had
whole thing
to go buy
trying to
some
draw.
more.
Yeah. So that's kind of what you want to do with that. Make sure you yeah, you get them in the corner.
They don't look as bad.
So with your first one, so doing this one and then from your first one, do you felt like you did better or you felt like you did about the same?
No, I think I did better because the first one, I was just, like with the line, I didn't have as many lines as this. It was just
Right.
mainly a whole outline and then just going to fill it in. So I feel like I did better than my first.
Okay. So it's just those little small spots that you will have to correct. So you just got to practice in holding your gun at the bottom. It could come over a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but you want to make sure it's here. You don't want it way up here, because you really can't get no control of your gun when you have both of your arms up. You count one. You want one down, and then the other one can turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just a habit of you trying to turn with this arm as well.
So like this.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, when I be looking at videos, most people they do like this.
Theirs be way up there.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it depends on like how it feel to you, how it's comfortable to you.
Mhm.
I just know when I started, or when I never seen like you the first person I seen hold your gun way up there. Even like if I had like other virtual classes, um, they'll be right here because they ready to hold that gun tight.
Yeah.
So that's why that's why I said I don't, whatever feel comfortable to you. If you feel like that's comfortable to you, and it's feeling like you holding your gun and you getting that pressure in there, it really don't matter, which way you hold it, as long as it's comfortable for you.
Yeah. So I gotta keep practice of doing this.
Yeah, and remember, like, you don't have to go, like like the bottom of his chin, like you didn't have to go all the way across and up if it wasn't comfortable. You can go and stop at some point and then go another direction. Cause
See,
like I said,
that's what messed me up because I thought like you can go all the way around, and if you
no,
stop, it'll put deeper holes into it.
Oh no, 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 no. You'll be fine. Only gun you have to go. You got to keep going. Is a loop pile. Yeah, cause the loop pile won't cut at all. So that's like one thread that's going through the whole thing. So that one thread is just it's gonna keep going, and you just got to keep tufting. So yeah, I think she made a mistake and ended it. Let me see if she'll get back on. So all right, people, man, that was a Kaija, man. She did pretty good, man. She just have to practice on keeping her gun steady here versus moving it as she go, which that's kind of like a habit to those, when you first start. You kind of want to move your whole body with it, but it's a control thing. Once you learn how to control the gun, you'll be good, and then make sure you get that pressure going into the gun. So hopefully I can get some updates on her finishing project so we can see, where was the session helpful to her. And then hopefully we can get a feedback from her as well. So um yeah, so let's see if we can get that feedback, man. All right, so this is a new day with Akaja, man. I just kind of wanted to take a little break. But Akaja's her laptop went dead anyway during the session, but it's all good, man. But what I wanted to do, man, I wanted to make sure Akaja got something out of the class. So I kind of wanted to meet back with her to kind of see what she has, what she learned, or was the class even, worth taking. As you can see on the screen, we have the two Paw Patrols. So the first one, the one that's not finished, that's the one that we was working on. So so Akaja, was that one giving you problems or something? That's why you started a new one?
Yes, I had started a new one because it had started getting real bad holes in it, and I just felt like if I start over, it would be a fresh start. It's falling out, but
Okay, okay.
I started with something small.
All right, so I mean that's understandable. So when you first start tufting, man, you're gonna probably start getting holes, creating holes, just because maybe the way you're using a gun or holding the gun, or maybe you tufting in one spot too long, which would create holes as well. So we see that she drew another one of the Paw Patrols, um, and then it looked pretty much complete. What you got left on there? Just inside the letters?
Yeah, yes, just the inside of the letters.
Okay, okay. All right, cool. Let me see. Let me put you on this full screen. All right. So with my channel, what I'm trying to do is pretty much collab with a lot of other tufters, or me, or maybe even new people that's coming into the tufting world, like yourself. And I kind of want people to see, like, when they take my class, kind of like, you know what we'd be doing. So with yours, it was more of, you were trying to figure out the curves, trying to
Yeah.
get in the curves of it, trying to get in those little small spots. Um, but when we left last time, like I said, you was doing your thing, and you was kind of messing up inside the little hat around the little paw.
Yeah,
But
right.
then you drew a whole nother one, and you kind of just went for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you feel like, I mean, just be honest. I mean, do you feel like, the class kind of helped you in the right direction to kind of understand, how to maybe hold the gun? Because you was holding the gun kind of a little crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
it
like I
taught
said,
me.
you know, that's just starting off. Sometimes you try to move both arms at the same time.
Yeah.
When you're doing your tough thing. I mean, you see that with little kids too when they playing a video game on the phone. You know what I'm saying? They be moving the phone
Yeah.
everywhere, like they driving or like they fighting with the phone. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just that's just the human nature of our movement. But yeah. So overall, what do you think about that, about the class, and like, from you doing the other one, that the one that's not complete, to you pretty much just drawing it over. I'm not there no more. You just go ahead and just kind of remember some things that I said, and you just went
Yeah.
for it. So do you feel like it was kind of like more easier to do?
Yeah, it was really more easier to do because with how you taught me how to hold my gun. And once I feel like an awkward position, you told me I can always start over on the other side and hold it different. What I really learned from it, with doing smaller holes, you can always do one instead of doing two yarns. You can always do one and then go back around it and do to make it look fuller. That's why I feel like I was messing up on, because I was trying to I always thought you do two instead of doing one when it's smaller, because you really can't really tell the design or the details that you're really getting into, because you it's gonna look like a whole mess part of it. But overall, it really was a great class. It gave me a drive to really to do rugs more, and it gave me a better outlook on everything that I have. I really did learn a lot of about everything that I knew about things, because I really didn't too much know about it. I just was looking at your videos like, oh, I want to do it, and I just hopped into it. So yeah, it was a really great class, and I recommend anybody to whoever wants to learn things. I recommend anybody to take your class.
Oh yeah, I really appreciate that. So I'm looking at your burlap right now.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be afraid. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at your staples right now that I didn't see it. They're way too far apart. So
Okay.
um let me try to turn my camera around so you can kind of see my staples.
Mm-hmm.
Because they kind of look like they way too far apart, which I didn't notice that last time. But
Mm-hmm.
as I'm looking at the other design that's not completed, yeah, it looked like it's kind of loose in that spot right next to
Yeah.
his ear.
Yeah. Right
Yeah, it's very loose. So with not enough staples, or the staples are not close enough, that'll kind of make it loose kind of quick, you know what I mean? And
there.
so don't be afraid as you're tufting. So like right now as you tufting, like you got the letters to do, don't be afraid to take the staples out or pull that burlap off of the frame
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
on that, on the, I guess it's your right side next to the thing, and kind of pull it and kind of restaple it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like
sir.
don't be afraid, because I do it as well, because when it's real loose, it's gonna create holes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It has to be tight, you know, almost all the time. Yeah, so it's kind of loose now. So you'll just come on that right side.
And let's
Is
pull it.
that your right side or your left side?
My left side.
Okay, so you'll come on your right side, just on the side of. You don't have to worry about the top right now. So just on the right side of the frame, you'll, or even the left side, because you still got burlap to pull on the left side, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you want to like just pull that off of there, and then kind of like pull it and restaple it, that'll basically get your frame back tight. You know what I mean? All right, so as Akaja doing that, I'm gonna kind of like show you all what I was talking about on her frame. So like the staples right here, you see how close mine is? Mine is real close, here to here. Hers is probably like from here to here. Then you left this right here kind of open. You don't want to leave a lot of that open. So you want to make sure this burlap stay tight, you know what I'm saying, all the way up, you know, going across. So you want to make sure you keep that right there nice and tight. So even with when you're doing like when you're doing two rugs, so I have two rugs on here. I got the Tugs rugs up here, and I have a customers down here at the bottom. So what I had to do, because when you're doing a lot of tufting, it's gonna eventually get loose regardless. It's gonna get loose anyway. So as you're tufting, don't be afraid to, if you're using staples. You know, if you're using carpet tacks, I mean the carpet strips, you're gonna have to do the same thing. Just kind of readjust it and pull it tighter. But with the staples, don't be afraid to pretty much just pull that off, and then just pull it and restaple it just to make this thing tight, because you don't want to go through a whole rug and then you get towards the end and then it's too loose and now you got this big old hole in there. So if you are looking into getting into rugs, and you need, if you have all the supplies, go ahead and hit me up, man. We can do a little virtual class, basically how I did with Akaija, and we can get some stuff going, man. Or if you need me to fly out to your state, we can do that as well. But you know, just DM me and I'll give you all the information. You can hit me up on Instagram at Tugs_rugs or Facebook at Tugs, all caps, Tugs. So Akaja is getting her staple on. We're gonna see what she got going on. And she just re-stapled that thing. Now how is it tight now?
Yeah, it is. You can tell the difference.
Yes,
They got
yes. So that's pretty much how you want to do it. You know, you want to make sure that thing nice and tight. So like I said, make sure those staples. Did you get to see when I showed the staple part over here? Or you were doing your
yeah.
staples.
I seen them.
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of just want to make them a little bit closer. You know what I mean? Just make those staples a little bit closer together. So inside those letters, what you got left? Black,
No,
or is
this
it white inside the letters?
it's white.
Oh, white. Okay, okay.
Yeah. See,
So I know you say you was out of. I know
you
you were
probably
saying
can't
that.
really see it like that.
Yeah, you
But
can put the camera close to it so we can see what's going on. Yeah, look at that. So what all you got left on that thing?
I really gotta redo the eyes. You probably can't really tell with the eyes.
What you gotta put another color in there?
Yeah, I gotta put a yellow. I did one of them, but didn't do the other. The yellow. Oh, the yellow on
Okay.
that. It's the hole in that one. Then I got the letters left. The letter at the bottom, and the little paw print at the top.
Oh, okay. And the paw print was gray. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So overall, man, you look like you did a great job. You definitely did a great job. So
Thank you.
basically, after I do these classes, don't be afraid to reach out to me, and ask questions. It's not because hey, I paid for a class, now I feel like I gotta pay for another class. That's not how I roll. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
want to make sure that you're figuring out how to do this tufting thing. You know what I mean? Because it can
Yeah.
get very frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you can't figure out how to stop making holes,
Yeah.
or how to like not get my lines straight and all that. I mean, we started off not knowing either. So, and I pretty much had to learn as I went. And that's why I started doing the videos. And now I want to do the classes so we can kind of bypass all the mess ups. You know what I mean? Because when I first started, we didn't even know that the fabric's supposed to been tight. We didn't know. Like a lot of videos that I was watching, nobody was like explaining it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why I kind of want to like
Yeah.
jump into the channel thing and like actually explain. You know what I'm saying? Actually teach it versus, hey, I'm finna just do a rug
Yeah.
and nobody don't know how I did the rug. You know what I mean? Like they don't
Yeah.
know how I put on the burlap
The
or the
brother.
the primary backing. Like like what tools do I need? What kind of like because it was very hard for me to find that burlap because I didn't know. I was looking up the Mont's cloth. I got the Mont's cloth. That was terrible.
Yeah.
And then I was just looking like, and I'm like, what the freak? I think I watched one YouTuber. I forgot his name, but that's where I get the staples from because the carpet tack thing was not working at all. Like it wasn't working. I don't know if I put it on wrong, but it just wasn't working. So I jumped into the staples. So and I've been doing the staples ever since. So
I tried the carpet
um
cats probably like one time, and that was just my first time because I was trying to rush and trying to do a rug because I wanted to do it so bad, but it didn't, like you said, it didn't work out, or because it wasn't as
right.
as tight, and every time I went in, I was going in full throttle. I wasn't tapping or nothing every time I do it, so I would just rips all in them and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
I had to
that's why I prefer to use a staple because once you pull it tight and you staple it, it's in there. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like the carpet tack, you can kind of slip off, or basically those little teeth will probably like it'll kind of like put holes inside where it is, so it kind of make it more loose. You
yeah, and
know?
pull the strings of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pulls the string, so that's why I prefer doing the staple. So yeah, man, I just wanted to jump back on here to kind of like see your outcome of your rub. So what's gonna happen is once we end this video, I know you're gonna finish up the rug. You're gonna, put your glue on it because you still gotta go get your glue, right?
Yes, I still have to go get the glue, and I still have to go get the back end of it. So once I'm gonna try to hit up Hobby Lobby and Joanne's, and in the midst of I'm trying to look for another burlap because I didn't really like this burlap, or I might go to Walmart and see if Walmart have it in store. But this one, it's not what I was looking for. Honestly,
Right,
it was
right,
like
right.
it's like a little bit hard, but it's not what I was used to because I had got the original one that I was looking for. So I'm gonna go try to look for that and get the backing and the glue and stuff today, so I could go ahead and finish it off, so it could be my first official rug.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. Where you go? So did you ever use primary backing?
No.
You ain't never bought that. Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's good stuff. But it's very expensive, especially when you're starting off. So that's why I kind of wanted to go the burlap way, just because it was way cheaper. And then you can get a lot for less than you'll
Then
get for the primary backing. I still see and hear people get holes in the primary backing, and that's supposed to be the best stuff. So, I mean, it's just kind of like the way you hold your gun. Sometimes it can be your gun itself if it's not adjusted right. Like I said, the gun that you have, um, it was putting holes in my stuff. So, like I said, I left it in the box. I don't even touch it, but I kind of want to figure out because a lot of people do use that gun to kind of figure out how to adjust it, so I can
yeah,
show people. But I just ain't have time to get to it,
yeah.
because I just use my guns here. Cause you
I,
seen the gun I have, right?
no, I have the blue one. I
Yeah.
had the.
Did you see mine?
You got the black one.
Yeah, I have a black one, but I do have the blue ones as well. But it just has the red trigger.
Oh no, mine have
Yeah,
the
yours got that black trigger.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I I might invest in getting me another one because it might, like I said, it could be the gun. I don't know
yeah.
how to
See, I
invest.
don't have problem. Yeah, I don't have problems with the red one. With the red trigger. It don't matter what company they got a pink one. They got a pink handle. Yeah, I guess they just kind of like try to make different colors, but they're the same as that gun. But they got a pink handle, they got a black handle, and they got the blue handles. But they just have that red trigger.
Yeah,
When I first started researching Tufting, people were saying that the red trigger was the bad one. You know what I mean? Get the one with the
yeah,
black trigger, but it was cheaper. You know what I mean? I was like,
yeah.
we just trying to figure this thing out, and I only had problems with one of my guns. I think something broke off or something like that. Other than that, all the ones with the red trigger, those are the ones I
was,
usually buy.
was yeah,
So if anybody needs some supplies, y'all make sure y'all go into the description of the video. All the supplies are in there. Just go ahead and just go in the link. Well, not the link. Down in the description under the video, just scroll on down, and you will see a whole bunch of links to different supplies. So that's kind of how I wanted to end the video. Akaja, I really appreciate you taking my class. And you got any more questions for me?
no, but I'm gonna do another today. I'm gonna do another design today. It probably be the same one. I'll probably switch it up because I want to still get practice. So if I have any more questions or concerns, I'll text you and let you know. But I really do appreciate the class. It was really helpful. Like I said, I recommend anybody to take the class if you looking for trying to get into testing or just want to learn.
Okay, well, I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate you again for taking my class. I'm glad it was helpful to you. And like I said, don't be afraid to reach out. I'm not about the money. Hey, I don't make a lot of money off it. I don't know why people think I make all this money off of this damn YouTube stuff. I do not. I do not. I'm gonna make a video about starting a YouTube channel so y'all can see. I mean, hey, y'all made me famous. A lot of people made me famous, but I got the famous without the money. I need the money. Somebody give me the money. But yeah, got the fame without the money, man. Hey, but that's how it is. That's how it goes. So don't be afraid to reach out to me. Send me your. Are you in my Tufting group on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So throw your work in there. Let people critique it. Critique your work. Send me a straight message. Like even if you got like a little problem, you say, boom, I got this problem, I just can't figure it out. I'll
Yeah.
FaceTime you and we kind of like just figure it out. Don't worry about no paying no other session, no nothing like that, man. I just kind of like I can see that you heading in the right direction. So I
Mhm.
kind of want you to continue to do that. So it's not like I said, it's not about the money. So just hit me up anytime. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I want to thank Akaja for being in the video today, man. Do you have any? Oh, you don't have no page yet for your rugs and that yet, huh?
No, I just
Okay. So once
no.
you get her page, I'm gonna put that link in the description right now. She's still learning, and that's okay. You kind of want to learn and critique your craft before you start putting it out there saying, "Hey, I got rugs for sale," and then your stuff look like boo boo. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you can make one, and then your little cousin or your kids will be like, "Oh, I love my rug." You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you want to make sure people love your rugs before you get out there. So hey, we want to thank Akaja again for being on the video, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and click that bell. See y'all on the next series. Peace.
Peace.